Heyo, it's GrandGoten. I've gained access to the closed beta for the upcoming Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai gacha game. Now, Adventures of Dai is a manga and anime series based off the incredibly popular Dragon Quest series. Now, I've only got limited exposure to the Dragon Quest franchise. I've only played 9 and 11 for the main series. I've played the Heroes games, really good Dynasty Warrior type games, and the Build series, which are just really cute and fun. And you know what pulled me in? It was Toriyama. That guy did it. It's Toriyama. Yeah, Toriyama's wonderful designs just pulled me in. His monsters, his humans, everything about it. It took my interest with Dragon Ball, which just has a vice grip on me anyway, and I've loved all the games I've played for the franchise so far. On to Dai. I've read the manga, absolutely loved it, and I'm currently trying to keep up with the anime series. I let it go a bit, then I catch up, go a bit, catch up, keep that sort of rhythm going. It's such a good adaptation, and such a good manga. Now, for the game, these are my first impressions after just playing it for a bit last night, a bit in the morning and such, and hopefully once the closed beta reaches its end, I can give my final thoughts, seeing how the game could go, what it does well, what it does wrong, how it could improve in most areas, how it's lacking in certain areas, the usual stuff. Now, for the story, and spoilers, of course. The game follows Dai's journey from his final day of training with Avan to their first encounter with Hadlar, encountering Crocodile and Mom, and then even going beyond that where they find Hunkel and defeat the other villains of the Dark Lord. Read the manga or watch the current anime, it's really good. That's the best way to just know about the story right now. We do also get an original story for the game, where you play as your own character, a few small customization options to truly make them your own. I went with a girl because girl designs in Dai are just really, really cute. You partnered with a weird-looking Draki, there's a key for a tail, and the characters from Dai's own stories, so Dai, Pop, Mom and such, and you have to stop an event that's destroying both worlds, Dai's world and the world of Misala. The evil Void King Isvalo is doing something dirty, you gotta stop him, yeah. The story is quite fun so far for an original story. I usually don't expect much when they force your OC into the game because it's always about, you're holding the true power of friendship, you're amazing, insert name here. It feels like it could take some interesting directions, just be a fun distraction that you have to play alongside the main story of Dai. Now, onto that gameplay. The game for Dai is set out on a 3x3 column base, where you can move between them all with a swipe, where your character just starts moving forward on their own, sort of like an auto runner, but with a bit more combat than just the jumping and sliding for a high score. You encounter classic Dragon Quest enemies on the paths that stop your progression, characters will start auto-attacking any of the enemies that are in front of them, and you gotta use skills that have certain unique effects like a long range or wide range to take out more enemies that are on the sides or behind them to get them done and get better ranks to increase your scores and get better rewards at the end of the levels. The skills that can be attached to enemies can do all sorts of things really, like Dai's different slashes he's learned from Avan, any of the different spells that Pop can use, and there's also ultimates that can lay waste to a different manner of obstacles and bosses. So you gotta utilize those as well as strafing and backdashes to avoid enemy attacks, or holding down to initiate a block to save yourself from damage to really master the control scheme and get high scores yourself. You mainly control your OC during all of this, but you do have a partner that come alongside you, like say Dai or Pop, the other two starting characters you get, where you can swap between them and use their own respective skills. And there's also a support character you can choose that will just join you in the level running alongside you and passively attack enemies, or buff you, or debuff enemies, heal you and such depending on the vocation they have. From what I can see right now, in order to gain more characters, you have to perform a character quest after reaching a certain level in both story modes and potentially other requirements later. Currently, Avan is the only one available to get, and from my guess, they'll be potentially rotating character quests in and out, or just leaving them there and increasing the difficulty of what you need to get just to get them. And I could go for either, really. Now, on to the gacha, the meat and potatoes, the creme de la creme, what could make or break this game in ways of giving content to the player base, because summoning is content. Now onto that gacha. It seems alright. It seems basic, simple. You summon for weapons and armors for characters based off the specific vocations I mentioned. So hero, knight, mage, priest and such. They'll probably add more in the future as well. Certain featured weapons or armors are tied to characters such as the Papunika knife or Avan's sword, which can help unlock new moves for Dai and Avan respectively. I didn't pull them, but I did get a really sick-ass Thunder Spear for my OC, which is pretty cool actually. Do want them though, I do kinda want them. While editing this, it suddenly realised during a multi, I actually summoned the Papunika knife. So, haha, screw you past me, I've done it. The banner right now is just the standard one with a guaranteed 3-star unit for the summon, whether it be a weapon or armor, it doesn't really matter, which is nice, it's fine. It's like how guaranteed SSRs are in Dokkan. Hopefully they keep this trend, and from what I can tell, the gacha rates themselves aren't horrible. Of course, they want you to summon on banners, but they're not horrible right now. Probably could change though in the future. I haven't fully dived into the customization yet for characters. There's normal equips such as, equipping the weapons, the armors, the shields to them, changing over skills and ults for them if they do unlock any new ones with certain weapons, but the other customization options for upgrading skills or armor pieces or just mastering certain elements of your vocation look really, really grindy, and I am not looking forward to that. I hope it's not as grindy as I think it is, but it does not bode well to me. Overall, the Dai game looks like it shows some true promise. It's really easy to understand, really easy to master the gameplay. It looks great. Ultimate attacks pop. Fully animated cutscenes when they do appear look amazing. Soundtrack isn't anything to write home about, sadly. None of the tunes really stuck in my head, akin to something like, say, Dokkan or Legends. But I really hope this game does well, and I hope it continues onwards for a long time, lasting a fair bit. Not like the global version of Dragon Quest Reach for the Stars. People getting really into that 1-year anniversary, only to be met with it shutting down. Oh. Please make sure to like and subscribe, tell me which Dragon Quest game is your favourite, and if you're looking forward to the other upcoming projects for Dai. We've still got that console game to come. I'm probably going to keep playing the game anyway, updating on Twitter regarding anything that goes on, if I pull anything interesting, or encounter anything interesting, and probably make some videos during my time with it, and then my final thoughts, to just see how I feel, really. And also, thank you for watching.